Welcome back to the Ascension Universe. It's the end of October. You know what that means. Preptober is over and now we are heading into NaNo Wrimo. Now, if you're a noob like me, you just found out about NaNo Wrimo about 20 minutes ago. Just kidding. Or you are new and never actually heard of NaNo Wrimo. I really think that might be a possibility too. Don't feel bad. I've been writing for 10 years and I've never really heard of NaNo Wrimo either. So let's start with the important question. What is NaNo Wrimo? NaNo Wrimo is a creative writing project where authors all over challenge themselves to write 50,000 words in the month of November, National Novel Writing Month. I found out about this organization when I was looking into self-publishing to figure out what to do with my first book. Almost got me there. I jumped into the self-publishing wormhole and then I thought, why not write a prequel novel to complement my first book? Then I came across this challenge. Hold up, man, your script. I got this. I just finished a book with 98,000 words. That took me about 5 months to do. And now I jump into a challenge where I need to write 50,000 words in 1 month. It's almost like I'm a glutton for punishment or something. So starting November 1st, I will be writing my first prequel book that will have 50,000 plus words and it will be done by December 1st, I think. So being that it's Preptober, let's talk about how to prepare for NaNo Wrimo. Here are 5 things that you can do to make sure that you actually complete your goal of 50,000 words during NaNo Wrimo. First of all, generate the idea. I have the added advantage of actually having the idea prior to going into NaNo Wrimo. I've been writing my story for 10 years now, and my prequels have already been outlined, so here you go. My girlfriend actually had to talk me out of jumping into another book just after finishing my first novel. Little did she know that NaNo Wrimo was a thing. And I literally just finished my first novel last week. Write down all of your ideas and keep them close. And just keep an open mind during this process. I actually recommend opening up a notepad on your phone or just walking around with the notepad in your pocket and just write down every idea that comes to you. That way, by the end of October, you actually have something viable that you can sit down and work into a literary work. Number 2, set up your writing space. This is a step that I never really seem to do because I am really flexible about writing and where I write at. But I've heard that it works for other people. Pick a spot where you're going to spend most of your time writing during the month of November and make sure that you do all of your modifications beforehand. You want to make sure that all of your furniture is set up and all of your accessibility things are good to go before you even go into the month of November. You don't want to spend time that you're supposed to be writing on setting up your workspace. Number 3, fix your schedule. Think about this. You have a job and you're on the clock. Do you have the luxury of letting things like Facebook and TV distract you from getting your work done? Can you just go to your boss's office and tell her something like, I know I got a deadline, but I'll get to it when I get to it. If you don't have those luxuries at your job, Why would you give yourself those luxuries while you're supposed to be writing? Take pride in your work and take yourself serious. Let's face it, if writing was a hobby to you, you wouldn't be watching a video about NaNo Wrimo. Seriously, make sure your family and friends know that you have a writing schedule, and make sure that they know that during these time blocks, you will not be answering any phone calls. Make sure that your family and friends know that during these writing blocks, you will not be social at all. You won't be answering any phone calls. You won't be on social media. You won't be going to do any social activity during these times. Now, I suggest that especially if you have a family, that you wake up early and you get your writing done between the times of 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock a.m. These are the optimal times that you will be able to get things done, because this is the time where the world around you is the most quiet, and it's the time that your kids are going to be sleeping. And you don't have to worry about sacrificing time with your significant other. You can just wait until they wake up. Like, they can just be able to have you after they wake up, and they won't even know that you were gone writing. I know that is easier said than done, believe me. I get up at 3 o'clock every single morning before my loud neighborhood becomes a war zone outside, and everybody just decides that they want to start making noise at 7 o'clock in the morning, where people decide to start yelling and blasting loud music from the parking lot. Number 4, write your chapter outline. I want to start by apologizing to all the pantsers out there, but this process helps me understand my story in the most effective way possible. I feel that when you take inventory of where the story is supposed to go, you get to your destination a lot faster and easier. I've also discovered that the best way to get writer's block, at least for me, is to not have any idea of where the story is going. You just end up in a fork in the road with 10 different roads with no sign on which way to actually go. So from start to finish, label them. 1, chapter 1. Label where every chapter is supposed to go. Write you a little description. If you miss something, you don't necessarily have to, you can go back and just add things in and just keep it going. Number 5, have a few affirmations around. We all need something to keep us motivated and keep pushing. With that being said, have a few affirmations to remind you to keep pushing when it feels like you have nothing left to give. You can get something like a vision board with a visual representation of what your goals are on it. You can have little affirmation pieces, little items, knickknacks around your office space that inspire you. I actually keep a stack of affirmation cards at my desk to read whenever I feel like I want to quit. There are even custom office nameplates that you can get with motivational quotes on them to keep you going. Put down in the comments some of your best writing tips for NaNo Wrimo. I would love to hear them. I hope these tips and tricks help you in your journey to 50,000 words. Visit my blog for a list of tips and tricks that I use to stay focused when I'm writing, including these 5, by clicking the link in the description below. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss what's coming up next. Thank you for watching.